Tape script 1.6. The world of work.
Now, you've probably heard that the Polish community in Britain is growing faster than any other at the moment. But did you know that the total number of Poles living in Britain is now estimated to be 750,000? Well, I'm sure Sally Pearson knows that, because she's the Community Development Officer for this region. And she's here in the studio. Welcome, Sally.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, that's a huge number of people. Are they all concentrated in a few particular areas?
No, that's something that's very different about this most recent wave of immigration. It's spread very widely over the whole country. For example, there are 4,000 Poles living in the Highlands of Scotland, working in the fishing and tourist industry.
That's amazing. So, are all these Poles who've arrived in the UK recently?
No, they aren't. Many of them have been living here for a long time. About 200,000 Poles settled in Britain after 1945, and about 150,000 of those were still living here in the early 1990s.
But that's still a huge increase recently, then.
Yes. Since the European Union was expanded in 2004, Polish people have taken advantage of the opportunity to relocate here without restrictions.
Relocating here is pretty straightforward, then?
Yes, it is. All they need is a passport, and they can come here to look for a job. In fact, many of them don't have to, because a lot of British companies now go out to Poland to recruit people.
And why are they so keen to do that?
Well, it's partly economic. What seems like a low wage to British workers can be 2 or 3 times what a Polish worker would take home for a similar job in their own country. However, this is changing as the Polish economy improves.
But there are other factors as well?
Yes. As you probably know, Poles have a terrific reputation for being hard workers. And on the whole, British employers have found them to be excellent employees.
But they don't find it so easy to find work in Poland.
No, they don't. There's a lot of unemployment there. And as I said before, the wages they're offered don't go far, and it's not easy to raise a family on them.
And what about the downsides? Aren't there always problems when any ethnic minority grows so quickly?
Yes, there are some, but it helps that Britain is already a very multicultural society, and the Polish way of life isn't so very different from our own. Actually, most new Polish arrivals tell me that they get on fine with British people, and that it's people from the older Polish community that seem least friendly towards them.
Really? Why's that?
I think it's not unusual, actually. People who've struggled hard for many years to settle down in a foreign country are often a bit jealous of newcomers who seem to have it easier than they did. And the older community don't find it easy to identify with the new, younger generation of Poles. And they worry about what their arrival will do for the reputation of Poles living in Britain.
Well, that doesn't seem to have been a problem, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I'm sure they all welcome the huge increase in the number of Polish food shops and restaurants in Britain. We know that no matter how happy foreign workers are in Britain, they always miss their own food.
Yes. And it gives us natives a chance to try yet another kind of foreign food. Anyway, thanks a lot for coming in, Sally, and good luck with your development work.
Thank you.